What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing today. In today's video, I figured it is time to share an updated makeup routine for you guys. As you know, I struggle with acne and hyperpigmentation, and I'm also someone who struggles from I hate makeupitis. I don't like wearing makeup, but there are times where I feel a little insecure about my skin, or just times where I don't feel like just having my hyperpigmentation just out there flaunting to the world. So I do have a very, very, very minimal makeup routine. Some people might say it's not that minimal. I personally do think that it is pretty minimal. I don't use foundation. I don't use mascara. I don't use a lot of things. I really do just try my hardest to embrace my natural beauty, flaws and all, but there are some times where I do want to wear just a little tiny bit of makeup. So this look is for those times. The first thing that I do every time I prepare my skin for makeup is putting on moisturizer and SPF, which I've already done. If you don't have a good skincare routine before you put on makeup, it's pointless. So make sure you're applying moisturizer and sunscreen. And then I go in with a little bit of setting spray, just because I feel like this kind of primes my face, evens it out just a little bit, because I do have a good bit of texture on my skin. And I think this just kind of like prepares my skin and just helps kind of eliminate just a little bit of that texture. And then I just kind of fan my face to dry that in. I don't like to touch my face a whole lot, so I just like to just fan it in, if you will. So once that is nice and dried into my skin, I am just going to use a little bit of concealer to color correct and just cover up all of my dark marks. This is the Ilia, I'm pretty sure it's Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. This is Clean Beauty, and I really like Clean Beauty because I do suffer from acne. So I like makeup that is clean and just does not have all of the bad stuff in it that's gonna clog my pores and just, make my acne worse. So I really do like this brand. And I also like it because it is like pretty good coverage without being super just like heavy and cakey. In my opinion, it still very much resembles skin. And I literally just go in only over my areas of hyperpigmentation. I don't go anywhere else that does not have hyperpigmentation. So I'm gonna go in my jawline and then around my mouth a little bit, just basically anywhere where I get acne and hyperpigmentation. I'm just gonna go in and cover that up. So as you can see, I've just gone in and covered up all of my hyperpigmentation with the concealer. And then I'm going to go in with my under eye concealer, which I want to be a little bit lighter than my skin complexion. This is a concealer that I love. I love NARS. I believe it's non-comedogenic, come again? I don't know. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I feel like it's running out. I've got a little bit left in here. So I'm just gonna go in under my eyes to brighten that up a little bit. So this is all I'm gonna do for the base of my face, is a little bit of concealer that's lighter for my under eyes, and then a concealer that is the same or close to the same complexion as my skin, as just like a nice color corrector, literally just to cover up the hyperpigmentation. I'm not trying to do a whole lot here. This is all I'm doing as far as the base. And I'm gonna let this sit for a couple of minutes while I do my brows. I like for my concealer to get a little tacky. That way it's not spreading over my whole face when I go in to kind of dab it into my skin. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm not gonna do a whole lot to my eyebrows today because I don't feel like it, and also because I don't feel like it. So I'm just gonna speed through my eyebrows really quickly. All right, so I finished my brows. That took probably about 7-ish minutes or so. And now I am going to go in and just blend in the concealer that I've been letting sit on my skin and get a little bit tacky. So first I'm just gonna go in and just use my beauty blender, and I'm going to blend it into the area where the hyperpigmentation is. And then I'm gonna take the other side and I'm gonna blend it like down my face so that it doesn't look completely crazy. So anywhere where there's no hyperpigmentation, I'm gonna use this side where there's no makeup and literally just like smear the ends or the edges. All right, so now that that is blended in, if there are any areas where you have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, just kind of like peeking through, I personally think it's fine. There are some days I just don't care. I would literally do this and go because I feel like this looks very much like skin. But if you are looking for just like a slightly bit more coverage, I would just go back in with the concealer, the Ilia concealer that I have that's like skin toned. And I would just, again, dab it just very lightly where there's any hyperpigmentation just kind of like shining through. And then I'll take my beauty blender again. This time I'm not gonna let it get tacky because I don't want it to like stay fully on there. And I'm just gonna lightly dab. And sometimes I just leave it just like this. On days where I actually want to look like I have a little bit of makeup on, I'll go a couple of steps further and start like really zhuzhing it up, if you will. So first we're gonna do cheeks. I'm gonna go in with this Sigma blush cheek palette, and I'm gonna go for Corday Rosa maybe. This color right here, it's like a brownish pink. I'm just gonna go in with this and get the apples of my cheeks. Last time I didn't know what this part of your face was called, but now I know. It's the apple. The apple, right? I think so. So I'm just gonna go in and put this on my cheeks so that my cheeks look nice and rosy. I may have overdone it a little bit, but I really like blush. So I feel like you can never quite overdo blush. Some may beg to differ. So now I'm gonna go in with this Kylie palette. I don't even know how I ended up with this. I think I got it as like a gift at Sephora, and I was like, well, I'll just try it out. And it's actually pretty good. I use this pretty often. So I'm gonna go in with Goldstone with just the same brush that I use the blush for, because this is also going on my cheeks. And I'm gonna use this as a highlighter. Like, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see how good that looks, but it's legit. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then I'm gonna do just a very little bit on my nose. I don't really contour my nose, but I do like to just add a little bit of highlight on my nose, a little bit right there, and a little bit down there. Just like very lightly on all the places that you would normally highlight. And next I'm going to do my eyes. So I'm gonna use this same palette, and I am going to use Hemat. Y'all, who comes up with these names? Anyways, I'm going to There is a lot of fallout in this palette though, I will say that. I'm gonna use this like brownish color, and that is going to be, I guess, the base for my eyelids. You know, I don't know this terminology, but essentially that's gonna be like my big color, if you will. And it's just like a nice brown, pretty much just like blends in with my skin, but it still looks like something is there. And then I'm gonna go in with like this brown orangey color called citrine. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and I'm going to add it as like my medium color. You know, not medium, but like not my largest color, but like my second to large color that covers my lid. Somebody tell me, what is the name of like the base shadow that covers your full eye, and then like the medium shadow, and then you just put like a little bit in the crease area? What are the names for those? Because I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't. And then I'm gonna go in with a little of the Goldstone, which is what I used as the highlight on my cheeks. And I'm gonna make that like the inner color. So just kind of like dabbing that on the inside. And last but not least, our lips. I like a really nude lip. Sometimes I'll just put on Vaseline and call it a day. But if I want like an actual color, I'll go in with my MAC Chestnut. This thing is old as crap. This just goes to show I don't use makeup that often. A lot of this makeup I've had for months, if not like a year. I've had this since forever. Probably since I like graduated college, don't judge me. Okay, anyways, so I'm just gonna go in with this. Once that's on, I just like to kind of dab it in so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I'm gonna go in with my NYX Butter Gloss in Ginger Snap. This is what, I haven't been showing y'all the makeup. This is what it looks like right here. And it's just like a nice neutral color. This is like my favorite, just like nude brown lip. But I just go in on my bottom lip and then do a little bit of that. And we're almost done. The final step is to go back in with this Urban Decay All Nighter and just like set this bad boy so that she doesn't move. She's going nowhere. And again, just bask in it. Shoot, I done got my lip. All right, ladies and gents, this is the final look. And again, I think it looks super natural and super simple and very just like skin-like, very no makeup, but you got on like a little bit of makeup type look. I do think it looks more natural without the lip. So if you want it to look more natural, just don't do the lip. Throw some Vaseline on them bad boys and you'll be a-okay. If you have not seen my previous no foundation routine for acne and hyperpigmentation, I will leave that in the cards for you to watch, and subscribe if you are not already but you want to see more videos by me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.